This is Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity. I am now going to go up to level 3 of, quote, Tower. Pretty awesome name it has there. Yeah, let's head up. Those bounty quests are hard as hell. That's why I'm going to need all my consumables. Whoa, this is cool. I'm up on the roof, apparently. Looks neat up here. Oh, there's Aldheim, Helm, and he's obviously undead. This is rad. I just had people level up from just coming up to the top here. Pallegina and Grieving Mother. Sweet. Find out how the Ingwithan machine in Heritage Hill works. I found an ancient machine at the top of the tower, and just as the Acolyte showed me there's someone else up here. He may be able to tell me more about what happened here. First, let's just look around a bit. That's cool, you can kind of see the buildings down below. It's obviously all blurry, but it's awesome now. Standing near the device feels like being blown about by a storm gale. The stone steps hum with energy. That thing must be like the control panel for the device. Alright, well, I don't know what's gonna happen here. I do know that when it happens, there's gonna be in the friggin' front.
Let's try this configuration. Still nothing. Confounded device.
So this guy's been trying to get this thing to work for how long? And he hasn't been able to. Oh. Or without further ado, let's here. More lore. More lore, in fact. Well, we've learned that Mind Lance is cool, so okay. We might as well do the whole thing. Is I hate putting scrolls on her because she sucks at scrolls, because her intellect and might are both crappy. Like, you don't want her to be the one using cool spells on scrolls, but on the other hand, I mean, I could take, like, Marksman. I guess Marksman's pretty much a good idea for all of my ranged characters. Like, it's just, you're never going to go wrong having 5 more accuracy. You know what I mean? So now I have to adjust her hotkeys a little bit because she has Mind Lance now.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Mind Lance.
Yeah? Yeah? Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Okay.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
See, her Mind Lance only does 37 to 45.
Eh?
Whereas mine does 43 to 52. A lot more. Like, if I wanted to, I could just be like, hey, have them both Mind Lance something. Start of combat. And then run. Like, I could have them do that while he also shoots
On
a
your
shot
word.
with his thing at the same time, and they all run.
What?
I'm ready.
Alright, Pallegina. You are my athletics champion, so let's keep that. Greater lay on hands. That's not impressive, really. Deep Faith. Oh, nice. Some straight up defense bonus. Greater lay on hands. She already has weapon focus, so I could give her. Oh yeah, I should give her two-handed style because she's always using two-handers. She already does some pretty impressive damage, so adding another like 15% onto that would be. Two-handed styles high on the list for her. Vulnerable attack's also quite nice. Faith is tempting, but no, she's more of my offensive melee character. I'm not going to focus as much on defensive talents for her, so let's get her two-handed style. Should be doing even more damage. I wonder if see, it's not shown as an active effect. So like, I don't know if it's already. I didn't really notice what her exact damage number was before. Base is 16 to 23. 17 to 24 is like how much she's doing because of her. Oh no, because of the fine. So but she doesn't have much might. Her might's only 12, which is kind of ludicrously low considering. I don't have any kind of might item on her. The real question. Should have these bracers right. Well, alright. Why does she have intellect on her? She used to have something she was wearing, right? That was giving her might. Oh, I know why. Because I didn't have the... I enchanted her thing with intellect. Because I didn't have the materials to enchant it with might. I still don't. Pilgrim's Crown are my problem. I never have Pilgrim's Crowns. I need them for might enchants. I need them to make things fine. Pilgrim's Crown. Gotta find somebody that'll actually sell those. Okay, anyway. Whatever. Her might sucks. We're gonna live with it for now. I don't know if that 19 to 27 includes the... It does, though. She only gets 6% from... 6% from might, and 15% from being fine. Don't know. Whatever. Let's creep up and talk to this guy. So at this point, almost everybody in my party is level 8. Except for Durance and Adair. And they are ludicrously close.
Of course.
I don't know if this is going to turn into a fight or not. Eldhelm. A man hunches over the strange mechanism, his spine a sharp ridge rising from his arched back. He's barely clothed in filthy rags, and the patches of skin you see are mottled green. He's not doing good. A spoiled stench emanates from him. God, a stench. That sounds gross. He's so intent on his work that he doesn't notice you until your shadow falls over him. When he turns and sees you, he snarls and scuttles behind the Adra pedestal. Only his bared teeth seem to have escaped decay. So he's got good teeth. Alright. His eyes are yellowed and bloodshot, but they flicker with intelligence. He averts his gaze and holds a hand in front of his face.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
Give me a reason not to cleave you in half. That's fucked up. Who and what are you?
15 years at Brackenbury. 7 tours to the ruins beyond Solace Vale. I'm an animancer. Still an animancer.
He closes his eyes and holds the sides of his head. 15 years at Brackenbury, that must mean he worked in the sanitarium there for a long time. His eyes snap open. His gaze lights on the Adra post with sudden recognition. He starts to turn back to the copper dials. Tell me what happened here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He hisses. He smashes a fist into the Adra pillar. His hand makes a crunching noise, but he doesn't bleed.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
Covers his face with his other hand.
Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
He clenches his fists in concentration. Keep talking, stick to the present. That has nothing to do with the death in the streets. Focus!
Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful.
Apparently not.
We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight.
So somebody else was here wearing a mask. So maybe it was a member of the Leaden Key that came and did whatever they did to operate this thing.
And the machine. This cursed spire. Dormant for 2,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start?
Yeah, it sounds like you're in way over your head, Aldhelm. Okay. As exciting as the prospect of a living machine may be, I suspect that, given mention of a machine and a masked figure both, there is another explanation.
Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how these things work, but I don't know how this happened. Nowhere to go. That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
Turns to you in a sudden burst of passion. Gazes at the forsaken district beneath the tower. Gestures at the streets. Souls are trapped here like flies in a jar. This is fucked up. Slow down. What does the machine have to do with souls?
No time to slow down. But I can explain. Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick, yes? Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it. So it is with this machine.
Magnets? How do they work? So this thing's like a magnet for souls, is what you're saying? He looks at you and runs his tongue along the edges of his fine, strong teeth. He quickly looks away.
It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfath? No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
Yeah, that does sound bad. So basically, it's turned you into ghouls. What you're saying? Let's cut to the chase here. It's turned you into ghouls. You're not like the ghouls in the street.
Not yet. But I will be. My body is dead. My soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, so does the mind. Until nothing is left but the hunger. The only way to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply.
Something gurgles in Aldhelm's throat and he grimaces. Heaves and retches, eyeing you strangely. Yeah, I know, I get it. You gotta eat people. I understand. Anonymous says, that awkward feeling when you're ready for a boss battle only you find a text dunk. I'm used to that. Like, I expect that anytime. My favorite game of all time is Planescape Torment. And in Planescape Torment, you can literally defeat the last boss of the game in dialogue. I mean, you can fight him also. But it's like this long, super long dialogue. And if you do everything right and you have the right stats or whatever, you can talk the last boss into destroying himself instead of... I think you could do that at the end of Fallout or Fallout 2, too. I think Fallout 2, you can finish through dialogue if you do everything the right way.
I'm not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. But I'd do it again. I'll do it as long as I must to end this disaster.
One shaky hand scratches at his bare, sore-eaten chest. So basically, you're trying to end this problem that you didn't cause, that you don't know how it was caused, and you don't know how to end it, and you're willing to kill and eat as many people as you have to do this thing that you don't know how to do. That seems rational.
You could help. Help me end this. Help me find sustenance.
Who defeats whom? Well, yeah, I mean, there's really no way to win that game. No matter what you do, you pretty much lose in the end, but... Eyes glitter and he licks his lips with a cracked and shriveled tongue. Help you find sustenance. What happened to the rest of your team? I already know the answer to that, probably. They're in your belly. What happened to the rest of your team?
By the time I realized what had happened, the district had already been sealed. So we fed when we needed, and locked ourselves in the tower to work. And then there came a time when the hunger struck, and there was hardly anyone left.
There's a lot of eating of people that takes place in this game. Like, eating people is a common thing in this world, apparently. There was a stranger in the tower the night this happened?
I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. We laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did, but by morning the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
He hesitates, his lips working soundlessly as if he can't remember or can't say his name. So we're thinking he ate his assistant? How can I help?
Not your help I need. It's Harridan, shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful. Runes. The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows them. She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls.
Well, I'm glad I didn't kill her. Tom snarls. He shivers, scowling. So yeah, that's right. Apparently the guy in the mask, that must have been the agent of the Leaden Key who came to do this. Which could be another part of their whole plan to make Animancy look bad, right? This is another Animancy thing that's gone horribly wrong. And then that's why he told me not to let the scarred woman, the pale woman with the scar of her heart, get to this guy, because if she comes to help him, then they can shut this thing off, they can end it, and that goes against what the Leaden Key's trying to do here. So it's all coming together in my mind. Wait, runes? The Ingwithan runes? She can read them? She speaks of this feat so blandly? Let's talk instead to this Harridan, Seraphina. I'd pick her thoughts a time. She wasn't here when the night the machine came on, staying with her patron somewhere near, too good to be burdened with our ignorant company. Her patron? If Acantha knows the control words, I don't see why I need your help. ... Alright. I'll get the words from Acantha.
Yes. Acantha. She was here. In the district. Probably here still. Always prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps you bring me something. Something to keep me sharp. Then I show you a secret about the machine. Something to make you strong.
I don't know that I want to use this crazy machine for anything, but we'll see. A violent tremor racks his body. Alright, well, let's see if we can get her. Palagina clenches her jaw, her eyes narrowing suspiciously. Desganto! His condition has turned him into little more than an animal. Don't do it. Don't do it, she says. Okay. Find Acantha. I need to speak with Acantha in Heritage Hill. She apparently knows something important about the tower, which may be my key to understanding the Leaden Key's objective. That would explain why the Acolyte was worried about this woman. Indeed, that's what I just said. Aldhelm, the devolving animancer atop the tower, promised to show me a way to strengthen myself if I get the command words from Acantha and a source of sustenance for him. Sustenance? Acantha's got some prisoners I could take. Now, alright, interesting. Well, Adair, congratulations on your level up. Let's keep going on survival with him. Alright, bonus knockdown would obviously be nice. Hold the line would be real nice. Superior deflection. No, she's not Indian, but I have to do her voice different from my character's voice. So that's kind of the voice I do for her. I don't know. Oh yeah, okay, it's gonna be superior deflection. Let's not fuck around here. Now his deflection should be kind of ridiculous. That doesn't seem like it's as high as it should be. Ah, that's why. That seems like it's as high as it should be. 111. I'm feeling that. I am feeling that 111. 200 endurance. Wow. I just realized we're level 8. We can make exceptional quality stuff with enchants now. Of course, I don't actually have the materials to do that. But I can buy these materials. You know, as many as I want. I can buy sapphires from that merchant in the Undra's Gift at night. I can buy Vithrak brains from the guy at my keep. So I could start exceptionalizing things like his armor and his shield. Oh really? I could do this right now if I wanted to. If I do that, he'll get 4 more deflection from that, and he'll get how much more from this? Right. We get 4 more. Oh, that's damage reduction, but still, he wants that also. Yeah. Of course, the weapons can start getting exceptionalized. That takes rubies, but again, I can buy them. Exceptional quality blunderbuss. Pretty lovely. Alright, so that's something we will consider and look into and all that sort of thing. Justice doesn't seem like a cool enough sword to really exceptionalize. I mean, I'm kind of waiting to get a cooler two-hander than this. It doesn't even have a special property. It just has Crushing Lash on it. I could put Crushing Lash on any weapon I want. So, you know. Really, I should just get her a pike, because a good pike of some kind, because that's better than the greatsword anyway. And that way, when she can't quite reach either, she's good to go. But anyway, let's just move on with our lives for right now. So everybody's level 8 now, except Durance, right? Yeah, Durance, what you doing, buddy? How about you get with the rest of the party? That'd be great. I just realized something.
What?
I like the fact that he's wearing the bartender's ring, and he's the guy that I've designated to carry all the booze. He's the party bartender. He flinches but attempts a polite smile. Between his ragged lips and large teeth, the effect is disconcerting. Something you need? I should focus. He grips the Adra pillar. Must focus. Oh, I can just straight up ace him, I guess. Reminds me about the Acantha. Acantha, yes! She gave you the words? The words to command the tower? Not yet. Alright, so can I mess with this thing? Oh, I can mess with this thing. Really? I should just see what happens. A jagged Adra pillar rises in front of you, encased in stonework and run through with copper veins. Unintelligible runes cover the panel. Back the machine. A sunburst of copper filaments surrounds a dial that appears to be twice the size of a hen's egg. The filaments cross and diverge, ending in bead-tipped nodes. Each wire has a point of origin somewhere along the edge of the dial. Runes are inscribed around the dial. Well, let's just leave the fuck alone. I'm not gonna go turn no dials without knowing what the hell I'm doing. Top of this tower is really cool, though. Oh man, fireball. How much damage does it do if a person with real might uses it? It's fast I cannot believe that. That's amazing. Fast cast fireball. Big ass radius. Doesn't really do that much damage, but it's a big radius and it's fast, so you know, that's not bad. Who's got awesome, like his intellect and might are pretty darn good actually. Of course they're not as good as mine. Yeah, nature's mark, get out of here. That back to Kana. Ah, ho ho ho. Now I have a fireball scroll. 4.15 meter radius is a big radius. What else do I have that's got a... Oh, that's exactly the same radius as Silent Scream, for example. So, that's the size of my fireball. That's a big fireball. That would get a lot of enemies in it. Okay, let's go. I don't think I have any reason to not just go all the way down to the bottom, right? She's a bird godlike. Yeah, she is. Avian godlike. But she's from the Valian Republic, so her accent is a Valian accent. Let's proceed to the bottom. It'd be cool if that option had just given you a exit all the way to the street option. That would save one more loading screen, but...
Eyes open.
Let's see what
Is it my
lies
imagination, or is it like more misty or something out here than it was before? Misty or foggy or something? Be my imagination. Yeah, just go to Acantha's house. Wait, no, this is Acantha's house over here. Yeah, Dreadfire Archipelago are the pirates. That's far away. That's not near here. Whereas the Valian Republics are actually right here on the same, in the same land region that we are. Old Vailia is far away too, but that's where my character's from. All right, Acantha. Let's do this. Don't give me any fucking sass. Just come help me with this. Please. I don't want sass from you. Unless I can just get, like, guide to the runes off your corpse.
You return. What if you come seeking this time?
I need the words that operate the Inguithan machine in the tower.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is.
Yeah, he's dumb. Now, are you gonna help me or what? He laughs, a noise that blends the crunch of dry leaves with something piercing and white hot. I can't even imagine what that noise of her laugh would sound like. You feel a hot core of pride smoldering at the center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
Actually, I want to know the tower's name. She shakes her head as she pokes the fire with renewed ferocity. The problems in Heritage Hill are bigger than your rivalry, Ikanta. What do I care? I prepared myself for an eventuality such as this, and I can assure you, those dwindling souls in the streets are beyond caring as well. Actually, there are no more dwindling souls in the streets. I killed them all. Her pride burns brighter still. Tell me the tower's name.
Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls.
So that's what these machines are for. This was built to contain souls. Akantha closes her eyes. Ter Nuneth. Voice is suddenly soothing. She stands and turns to you, wiping parchment dry hands on her clothes. You seem to know a lot about Ter Nuneth.
I read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Aldhelm try to read them like instructions, and in so doing, they miss their true meaning completely.
Why would the Inguithans have wanted to tether souls like this?
Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Inguithans as masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment.
That makes sense. Why would they move souls?
Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question, as always, is why? To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields? To collect them, like butterflies under glass? To melt them down for raw essence? Unfortunately, I don't know.
How do you operate the machine atop Ter Nuneth?
Back to these tinkers' concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
Crosses her arms over her unmoving chest and harvests them her essence. I don't know yet.
A level of humility rarely found in my line of work. Most refreshing.
I could help you, but I won't. The pride lodged in her soul flares up, twisting into the shape of something that writhes and squeals within her. Here, I have specimens aplenty, and time enough to observe them all. It is every scientist's dream. My answer is no. What? But what good is observing all this if you're going to hoard it for yourself? Tell her, Seraphina, an entire language at your fingertips, and she hides it away? Apparently I can extinguish her pride, okay. Let's do it. Ah, she is a vampire. The vampire doesn't seem to notice as you wrap your mind around the squalling, burning mass. However, it sears your very bones. You jump back, crying out in pain. I won't abandon this opportunity. The souls will remain here with me, and I'll accomplish more than any animancers in the history of the field. You can't leave these souls imprisoned. And who will stop me? Only I understand the control words for thirteenth. So yes, I can. Her pride blazes. And who will know about it? Pride thing flickers as the flames around it abate. All I've learned, years of studying the Ingwithan language. No one understands it better than me. That counts for something. Knowledge is meaningless unless it's shared. A foolish and false sentiment. Knowledge is meaning. It needs no external purpose. Her pride smolders still. But what use is it? Her pride rages inside her. Uses? Why must something so pure be fashioned into a blunt instrument? Try this again. You force your essence around the burning lump inside her, but it scorches you. Your flesh is whole and unmarked when you draw back. Nevertheless, it stings at the memory of the heat. Your opportunities here are finite. One day, that knowledge will die with you. Pride hisses and sputters. It's little more than an ember now. You're wrong, but there's no conviction in her voice. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That will give me something. Teach me what you know. I'll make sure that it grows and your legacy lives on. Your words finally quench her pride, and all that remains is a blackened, diamond-hard rock. You cast it away, where it melts into the darkness.
So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours.
Her voice is calm and quiet.
These are the words you need.
Her cold, dry fingertips rest on your temples, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Runes flash through your head, but they're no longer just pictures. They have meaning, and you understand them. They're commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from a past life long since buried. You can see a vast array of runes, far more than Acantha has shown you, and you know their sound and their meaning and how they fit together. The language of Ingwith, once more at your command.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge, then, and do what you will with thirteenth. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
Retreats from you. Ah, so now I know more than her, even. In my past life, I knew this shit. She awakened a memory. Updated my journal. A speaker of dead tongues now, and so she surpasses 100 frustrated scholars in the matter of a few moments. I don't suppose you could look at a few books for me? What do I do with the tower now? The other towers are constructed. You said the other towers around the Deerwood were constructed to move souls. Why would the Ingwithans have wanted to do that? Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. Wait, she already said this exact thing. Remind me, how do you know so much about the tower? Yeah, she said that. I still don't understand why the Ingwithans would want to build a machine that tethers souls. Oh, yeah, she said that. Explain how the control words work. Harnessing the power of Tir Nuneth. Tir Nuneth is about understanding what it is designed to do. You know the words and their meanings. You can speak them, and the tower shall obey. What do I do with the tower now that I know these words?
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
That's all, thanks. Alright, so now I know how to control the machine, or turn off or destroy the machine, whatever the hell I want. So, this is pretty cool. Deal with the Ingwithan machine. Now that I can understand the Ingwithan machine, the Ingwithan language, I can return to machine at the top of Tir Nuneth and do something about the curse affecting Heritage Hill.
Always a pleasure to speak with someone who appreciates true learning.
The vampire smiles with bloodless lips. I'd like to ask you a few more questions about Tir Nuneth. That's all, thanks. Alright. Well, now that I know what I need to know from her, now I'm gonna free her prisoners. Because if she gets pajiggity with me about it, fuck it, I don't need her anymore. Is it safe for us to leave yet? The way to the district exit should be safe. Go now. Thank you. We'll never forget this. I have a feeling she's gonna be mad. Go talk to her and see.
Always a pleasure to speak with...
Oh, well, she didn't even notice. Okay. Bye, then.
Hey. Of course.
You found the district of Heritage Hill abandoned, overrun by rotting creatures neither alive nor truly dead. With the help of an animancer named Aldhelm and an ancient language expert named Acantha, both of whom functioned despite their own deaths, you were able to learn that the machine atop the tower in Heritage Hill, Tir Nuneth, has the ability to anchor souls to their bodies, causing those bodies to remain animated even in death. What was more, Acantha explained that there are other similar machines scattered throughout the Deerwood that function as relays, sending souls from one place to the next. Alright, up we go. To the top. All right. So it's going to be decisions time. Let's save my game. Aldham looks much worse than before. His rotten flesh hangs loosely, and sores have eaten away patches of skin at his joints. He looks at you with a strange glimmer in his eyes.
Flesh.
He takes a tentative, scuttling step towards you. Doubles over, coughing up strings of black bile. That's gross. He seems to have forgotten about you for the moment. Aldham has degenerated significantly. He looked ready to pounce on me when I tried to talk to him. If I want his help, I'll need to send a victim to him? What the hell? Where am I gonna get a victim? Oh, hey. Level up for Durance. Might as well be lore for him. A little bit more athletics. Oh man, there's so many talents I want for him. +10 accuracy on interdiction. Oh yeah, Brilliant Radiance is one I wanted. Inspiring Radiance is also really cool. And the bonus spells are cool. I think it's gonna be Brilliant Radiance.
Hmm?
Yeah. Nice.
All right then.
Oh, wow. He's just attacking me. Okay.
Hey.
Fuck you then. So
Que?
Hmm?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. Eh? Eh?
oops. Hit it there. It also hit it there.
Hey.
Que?
What?
Yes?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Wow, amplified thrust. Got him for 77. That thing does a lot better than I thought. Well, so much for him helping me or whatever. How just happened here? Catriel's finished with her thing. Okay, no problem. Vessel Flesh and his journal. Cantha insists on pursuing her own research on the tower despite my argument that pooling our knowledge in both our interests. With her expertise in the Angwithan language, I'm convinced that she knows more about the tower's workings than she lets on. Okay. Yeah, there'll be no sending a victim to him. So...
Of course.
guess we'll just try this thing. I know the language now, so... Huh. Jagged adder pillar rises in front of you, encased in stonework and run through with copper veins. The panel is covered with runes, which you can now understand. Recognize words for end and for hold. The dial is currently fixed on hold. You also recognize by an inscription that the manner in which you turn the dial is a means of throttling the device. So if I hit end, I can shut it off, but then... or I can try to destroy the device with the overload. I'm going to try to destroy the device. Muttering a command, you give the dial a violent twist. The moving spires spin faster and faster, wobbling from their axes. The light filling the machine quickly becomes too bright to behold. You look away and cover your ears, but the thunderous crash that follows shakes the floor beneath you. When you look back, the machine is in ruins, never to be used again. Defiance Bay, extraordinary positive rep. Wow. So much for you, machine. Bunch of XP too. Fine Spay, I'm a hero here now. Also passionate 3. Allied to the Dozens, allied to the Knights of the Crucible. Thunder to Gilded Vale. Defiance Bay. Oh, and quest complete. I learned that the Ingwithan machines across the Deerwood can be used to move souls. I also learned Ingwithan, which means I can now operate them. To prevent the machine from ever being used again, I sacrificed the trapped souls of Heritage Hill to destroy the machine. Oh, I just sacrificed the trapped souls? shit. I don't know. I didn't quite understand that that was part of the deal, but well, it was worth it. Had to destroy that shit. You destroyed the machine on Terra Nuneth, and the souls it held captive were disintegrated along with it. Oh, that seems kind of bad. But on the other hand, if I'd released the souls, who knows what they would have done? They might have gone out and, like, possessed a whole bunch more bodies and shit. Kinda had to do what I had to do there. Oh, you know who's probably really mad at me right now? Or will be when she hears about this? Acantha. I can't just leave a dangerous vampire here to prey upon people and keep eating them. I have to go kill her. Understand that, right? Have to go kill her.
Let's see what lies this way.
She gone? She is gone. Interesting. Huh. Okay then. So I've cleared out absolutely all of the undead from this zone, and I've solved all the missions here. I've figured out what happened to the missing guards. I did this whole thing. So now, as far as my main quest goes, we've got the Deerford Village thing. Oh, I need to go back and I need to go tell Lady Webb about these things now. I'm sure she will be extremely interested to know about this. That's another camping supplies. Quite sure what I'm doing right now. Hey, there's Seda.
There! That's the nice lady who helped me.
And thank the Iron Arm for it. We'll get you sorted out at the keep. Major positive Knights of the Crucible, major positive Defiance Bay. That's great. Ally to the Knights. Hero to Defiance Bay. Those didn't really change.
Greetings.
He doesn't have anything new to say. Now he does. The tower! It's off! Does this mean the curse on Heritage Hill is lifted? Defiance Bay owes me. I'd better get a manor in Brackenbury for this. I guess. I just moved the dial around. It wasn't a curse, but yes, the district is safe again. I think it'll be some time before anyone will be willing to settle in the district again. At least we can get started on restoring it.
Hello.
Yep. I fixed districts. So I need to go to First Fires, and I need to go to Brackenbury. Go to first fires first. First fires first. Say anything new to me, Justicar, now that I'm a big hero? How about you, Noble?
Quay?
I'm a hero. I'm a hero, though. Don't you guys know?
I understand.
Apparently they didn't get the memo yet about me being a hero. You made quite the name for yourself. It's a real honor. Maybe they're talking about the fact that I'm a hero. The real honor. Yeah. Well, you know. Cool. If you need an autograph or something, I could probably hook that up for you. You know. Free of charge this once. Nice to see you. Is that right? What's up, Aldmar? Never mind, Aldmar. I don't even remember who gave me this quest. Vailia, oh yeah. There's a rumor one of the novitiates had the soul of an Adiran general. Oh yeah. Whoa, what's Seda doing here? Hey, Seda. Seda looks like she's had a bath and a few square meals. She smiles shyly. Anonymous says back. So, do you see now why I've warned you about not leaving Heritage Hill for last? Not really. What would be wrong with leaving Heritage Hill for last? Any news from Heritage Hill? The guards were charmed by the spirit of a woman named Lyra. I've gotten rid of her. Her tired eyes grow round. By the flame, you found her, my missing commander. She heaves a sigh and loses her gaze among the floor tiles. And she was calling to the watch from behind the grave. It doesn't make sense. But nothing in that accursed district does. What happened to the soldiers under her spell? Oh, you're nice. Your dad trained them better next time. Wow. They didn't make it. I see. Nevertheless, thank you for your help. You've left me with as many questions as answers, but at least I know what happened to my troops. And Commander Lyra. Please, accept this as a token of my gratitude. Positive with Defiance, positive with Knights. Oh, yeah, knowing the Ingwithan language. That's true. I don't know how much that would come into play in other places that I've already visited. I don't think I've been to any other Ingwithan ruins since, oh, but when I go to Leia Remen, it might come into play. And I haven't done that yet. XP 1,000 copper. I can live with that. I told Wyla that I dealt with Lyra's restless spirit in Heritage Hill. She was grateful to know what had happened to her missing novitiates. Okay. And Cleobon Relag also. Wow. I'm gonna go tell Lady Webb about this. I'm a hero to the Knights of the Crucible, which is funny because they're not the ones I'm aligning with. I'm going to be working with the dozens who are like against them. What? Completely clear? No, hell no, I haven't. No, I've only done the first 3 levels. Oh, knowing Gwith and stuff will probably come into play in there too. Yeah, I didn't think about that either. Up Forge Knight. Alright, Dunstan. Let's stop. Remind me again one more time. What are her greatsword, pike, warhammer, arbalest? Oh yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Exceptional plate. Wow. A lot of stuff to sell. It's nice to see all possible evolutions of the story, but for the first one, losing that bit of lore feels very annoying. Well, I mean, was there any specific place where you lose the lore if you don't have the Ingwithan language yet that you actually know of? Well, going back how far? As far as losing lore and gameplay options, like... Oh, well then I haven't encountered any yet that I know of. Which is good. Oh my god, I have a lot of money. 23,000? I didn't even notice that I was amassing this much wealth. Heritage Hill. I just gained like 13,000 gold from, or copper from, just from doing Heritage Hill. That is amazing. I need to go shopping at some of the places that... I wonder, would it be better for me to buy some exceptional plate and then like, okay, it costs 4,500. Buy exceptional plate and then enchant it myself with stuff like the you know, +1 stat, or how much do the +2 stats, what do they require? Alright, they mostly require stuff I have except diamonds, but I can buy diamonds. Or just exceptionalize like our armor that we already have. Costs 2,100, and I have to buy a sapphire. Oh yeah, that enchantment's not even worth anything, so it would definitely, I think, be better to just buy the exceptional plate than try to make this plate exceptional. I mean, I don't know how much Vithrak brains are actually worth. 2 copper. Like, I don't know what is like the... Well, I should be able to figure this out pretty easily, actually. An arquebus is worth 200 if I sell it. Well, let's just... What is the markup? Tell me something with a nice round number. I'm not getting a discount here, am I? I don't think I'm getting a discount here. Alright, so a potion of minor regeneration is worth 20, but they sell it for 150. So that's like 7.5 times. Yeah, 7.5 times, because that's worth 10 and they sell it for... So 7.5 times the value. So if like a Vithrak brain... That means it's gonna be sold for 154, 162 or something, 166. So that's, in other words, that's dirt cheap. I don't really give a shit about the cost of a Vithrak brain. How much the actual like sapphires will cost, I don't know. Like emeralds are worth 750, and sapphires were the most expensive gem he had. I remember that much. So a sapphire is probably pretty expensive. But using a sapphire and paying that 2100 is probably more worth it to not try to enchant this, to just buy some exceptional plate. Now, the difference is now on this armor, though. This armor has cool shit on it. So, like, it makes more sense to actually make this exceptional. Same with, like, the Saints War armor. It has second chance on it. For our weapons, if I want to make a blunderbuss exceptional, just need another Vithrak brain and a couple rubies, but then it's not really that expensive. Well, I mean it is, but not compared to like buying an exceptional blunderbuss somewhere that would cost like 20,000 or something. All right, so
All
really...
right then.
Oh yeah, so I should buy some new armor. This armor right here. I don't know. Crafting is mad expensive, yeah. Well, kind of. I mean, it's kind of cheap compared to like the actual costs of items, though. Well, maybe. I guess it depends on what item you're talking about. Like, does he have any exceptional weapons? He doesn't. So, you know. Wait a minute. Oh, that was a breastplate. Yeah, it does feel like a waste in that way, but then again, I think I have no idea when I'm gonna get a cool, like, named whatever with a good effect on it of the you know, plate or of a specific type of weapon. It could be, you know, a long time from now. So then it'd be nice to have something better in the meantime, but Yeah, exactly. The ingredients you can get from there. And apparently, from what I read, you can buy the plants too once you get to Twin Elms. Oh, I should go see what's in my chest. Because I don't have anything else to do here, right? In the city right now? I have to go to Deerford. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I'll go talk to Lady Webb real quick, and then everything else I have to do is outside of the city now. So, yeah. Can't remember what else I had seen on merchants that I thought, ooh, I really want to buy that. I think there was a ring. A really glorious ring. That had second chance and like some stats on it. Okay. I'm just gonna go talk to Lady Webb real fast. Let her know what's up. Wonder what happens if I stop in and I tell the stop in and tell the acolyte in the temple, like, hey, guess what? Because she asks about those two other things, and now that I've, oh hey, what are you doing? Oh, I've already asked you all the questions.
Gods keep you.
Oh shit, courier. Excuse me, but I've been looking for you. You're the one who lifted the curse on Heritage Hill. My lady, who wishes to remain anonymous, has entrusted me with bringing you this pistol. It belonged to a dear friend of hers who was lost to the curse. For your part in reclaiming Heritage Hill, my lady wishes you to have it. Here, may it serve you well in battle. Is this all? Wonder how much I can get for selling this. Why would you say that? Thank you. She bows. You are quite welcome. Now I must be off. Farewell. Oh my god. Did I just get something cool? I just got something cool. So it's a pistol. Plus 10 accuracy granted to an ally attacking the same target. That's fucking amazing. And it has shocking lash on it. So I could make that exceptional and it would be pretty fucking rad. Saint Garum was a priest of Hylia, known for his mastery of the art of wordplay. It was said he could shape the mood of a crowd with a single word, and find with cruel precision the most shocking turn of phrase with which to dismantle an opponent. One more whimsical daughter of the Deerwood had this pistol crafted in his honor, for the gun, too, she said, could put an end to any debate. That is a nice weapon. Oh, it even has a little lightning crackle. Okay. Pretty cool. Look at that
On
pistol.
your word.
Awesome. How the hell does Kana still not have any kind of real helm something? Okay, Lady Webb. Let's talk about this.
How fares your search?
There is something I can tell you about the Leaden Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
The Ingwithin Tower in Heritage Hill contains an ancient machine that can control the flow of souls. The Leaden Key activated it.
This is troubling. That civilization seems to have known more about the mechanics of souls than anyone since. The Leaden Key was born in that period. It may be that Theos has full knowledge of their technology. The applications of this machine you speak of, I don't want to think about it.
Well, good news, I blew it up.
That isn't enough to take to the Duke, but we're close. Avar Wolfgren is a cautious man. He will want to know everything possible before being moved to action.
That's all. I told Lady Webb about the Leaden Key's work in Heritage Hill. Okay. Hmm. Well. At this point, I'm officially done with everything I can do in Defiance Bay for now. Everything else I can possibly do takes place outside of the city, so... Man, Defiance Bay had a lot of stuff to do. Feels like it's been forever since I first set foot in Defiance Bay till now. Have I even left the city once? Oh, I did leave the city a couple of times for quick trips to, like, the bridge and the Wood End Plains or whatever to go track down those thieves. I think I went back to the castle once, but I mean, I haven't gone out for any other real, like, quests or anything, or exploring in other places. Okay. So, Wood End Plains, I guess. Well, let's go back to Cadnua first.
Why, I could bed down here.
We're within sight of our house where you can bed down, so tell me your shit about the bedding down here. Okay. Anything new happening here? No. Oh, this is my skirmish archer. Apparently, he has a lion. Go into the curio shop real quick. You're one of those fancy city folk now. How will you survive in the wilderness without your cosmopolitans and your pedicures? I know, right? Like, what am I even going to do if I can't stop and get an extremely fancy and overpriced coffee drink?
Welcome.
Talk to me about Vithrak brains. I want them. I want all the ones you got. I don't think I care that much about any of the rest of this at the moment. Oh, I lied. I want all your binding copper also. Okay, that's it.
Well met, friend.
Oh no, I don't want to be on the trap. No, no, trap guy. I thought I was going into my craft hall. My bad. Craft hall.
Greetings.
Well, he hasn't upgraded his stuff to exceptional yet.
What?
Everybody, absolutely everybody in my group is level 8, right? Yeah, okay.
Gods keep you.
Oh yeah, he didn't have shit. Forgot. Thought he had cooler stuff.
You can trust me.
I'm gonna try something. Oh, he's gone, isn't he? Yeah, Aloth is out. Alright, never mind then. It annoys me that I only get one of these bonuses. Well, has to be mechanics. Has to be. Fucking so much loading screens when you come back to your castle. So much loading screens. Uh-oh. Starting to drop frames. I hope my stream doesn't crash. Loading screens of eternity. Because, I mean, they're not long, they don't take a long time, but when you add up the number of loading screens you have to go through. Hey, here's this guy. It's my prestigious visitor. Herewood's proven to be a trying place. Thank you again, my lady, for your hospitality. Oh, hey, Steward, heard about my fame.
It seems your fame is spreading, my lady. I have heard travelers speaking of your accomplishments in Defiance Bay. If you'll forgive me saying so, it is a relief to find the keep in the command of someone more connected to the world. It's so easy to let things fall by the wayside. What is the state of the keep? I have to say, my lady, you've done an impressive job of restoring the keep's defenses. I don't think a mouse could sneak past the walls. Well, on to business. I noticed that a rather important visitor has come to the keep. A dignitary from Edda. It rather reminds me of the old days. In any case, I suppose I should have the servants see to it that he's comfortable.
Perhaps it's elaborate to add that console feel for peasants who didn't get to play it on the peasant boxes.
Greetings.
If it can be used to hurt or heal someone, I have it here for sale. Want to have a look? Show me your wares. So, has seriously shitty gear. Oh yes, good selection of potions. Okay. No, I don't need to buy or sell anything. Oh, look at all this shit. Potion, Barrow Spell, Blood Moss, Burn Lady, Cave Coral, Deer Capsule. Dank Spores, Awakened Adra. Pilgrim's Crown! 2 Pilgrim's Crowns, yes! Holy crap, look at all that money. Alright. Give it all to me. Give it all. Give it all. Give it all. Who has the... He does. So now, I could legitimately... Right now, I don't want to do that. I could legitimately put, oh yeah, I'm missing a sapphire. But I can buy that in the city. I feel like I should exceptionalize his plate. Okay. Ready to get out of here. Got like 24,000 copper.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay, I think it's time to go to Woodend Plains and talk to the Giant Slayers. was nearly set upon by brigands on the road, but your patrols intervened. But so I already have one. Fellow of Saint Widewin. It's working for me for free.
Laying low.
So, what does this say? Hunan fears a new scheme by the Crucible Knights and is looking for powerful weapons to hold them back. He's asked me to find mighty Ingwithan weaponry from the ruins of Le Aremen. A rival adventuring group, Bind's Giant Slayers, was sent but has been unsuccessful. According to Winnan, the Giant Slayers couldn't find a way into the ruins. He wants me to meet them at their camp at Woodend Plains to see if they learned anything useful about the site, which is in Stormwall Gorge to the east. So I'm supposed to meet them at their camp somewhere here. That is a thing I will do in the next episode. That is all the time we have for this one. Thanks a lot for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity.